It's Bill here, and here's my BS analysis on Game 4, Rangers 2-1 victory in overtime. Hey everyone, I thought I'd uploaded my video. I did not, so I am now retaping my analysis for Game 3, which probably gives me a chance to calm down a little bit, as I did say some things that maybe I may have regretted, but since it was never uploaded, I guess I can say it again. So let me go into the analysis of the Leafs 2-1 loss to the Rangers. First of all, best game they played all year, and you lose. So first star, second star, third star, Igor Shesterkin, I think I said his name right. Great game in the net. The Leafs were much, much better. I wonder why. Oh yeah, they put an $11.6 million, who actually deserves the money, on the line, and all of a sudden you start creating, and what did he have, 9 shots on net? But you know, I thought the second line, I didn't like Tavares' game at all, but I thought certainly Bunting, Nylander were good. Third line, the 3Ks, I don't care about them. I guess they get the assignment to say, just make sure you don't get scored on. They didn't get scored on. Guess they played well. Fourth line had a little bit of jump. Bazaz, Engvall suits that line a lot better than Armadillo or whatever his name is. But yeah, the just looking at the game, let's take a look at a couple things. First of all, I watch it on Rogers, so I watch it on Rogers Sportsnet. If you're not a Canadian, I don't know, you probably got ESPN, but I'm going to give you the Canadian analysis. I am sick and tired of hometown hockey. This is going to sound awful. It sounds like I'm a bad person, but if I wanted to watch the Hallmark Channel, I'd watch the goddamn Hallmark Channel. I don't want to watch and learn about Ayr, Ontario, and whatever bloody thing, 30 minutes of just nonsense that I don't care about. When I turn on hockey, I want to watch hockey. I want analysis on hockey. I don't want to watch my grandpa, Ron McLean, who just all of a sudden, I don't know when, to become a scholar, and the lead singer for Joy Drop give me a whole bunch of feel-good stories about Ayr, Ontario. Like, for God's sakes, if I wanted to watch CBC and Wind at My Back, I'd friggin' watch it. It's garbage. I need to know what the ratings are for this. You're telling me that the ratings for hometown hockey is higher than just give me Kelly Rudy, Cassie Campbell, Kevin Bieksa, Elliot Friedman, whoever you put on that show. If it's TSN, you get a much better show, but I digress. I don't care about Ayr, Ontario. I don't care about anyone. They're going to be in my hometown, I think, at one point. Bell Vegas. Who cares? Again, if I want to watch the Hallmark Channel, I'd put it fucking on. It's hockey we're watching here. Does anyone understand that? It's sports. Yeah, I want to see kids play road hockey in the street. I can look outside. Terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Intermissions. Like the one story about, was it Buddy Miracle? I'll take it. Put it in the first intermission. Okay. Good story. Fantastic. They usually have that with Chris Simpson. Good stories. I'll watch them. 30 minutes dedicated to watching someone tap a keg. I mean, just nonsense. And then, of course, then you get the friggin', I never thought I'd say I'd miss Martina Louise Ortiz or Louise or whatever her name is. But that national anthem, that's a choir? I've never seen a choir that can't hit a note. I mean, I'd rather hear a dog bark, yelp in the street than that. Like, I don't understand. This is Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment. They're missing out on the E part. Whoever's in charge of their entertainment's terrible. They haven't changed the song. The Goals song is still Hall & Oates, like Hall & Oates. I don't know. It's all right, and it's gonna be right when they win the game. God's sakes. They haven't changed the song forever. Whoever the entertainment is there should get sacked, fired. But please, like, I never thought I'd miss Martina Louise, but I did. That's a choir? Holy Jesus. Like I said, I'd rather, it sounded like a dog being shot in the street. I don't know, they're trying to get some rhythm into it. It was terrible. And here's the thing, like, again, it's my opinion. Someone might have enjoyed it. Maybe you're tone deaf or you don't have ears, you might have enjoyed it. I don't know. They look nice. I don't know. So I'm giving my opinion. My opinion is hometown hockey's a joke. It needs to be stopped. It's a waste of money. Again, maybe I'm wrong in that, but that's my opinion. It's like CBC, Kim's Convenience, and Wind at My Back. Like, who watches this nonsense? Anyways, to the game, a couple things. Thought everyone played well, except for one person in particular, Jake Muzzin. or a couple people. Let's talk about the first goal. Okay, Jack Campbell fires it up the boards. I thought Jack Campbell played a pretty good game. So, he's getting outplayed by Shesterkin just because he had more shots. But Campbell was solid. Fires it up the boards. It wasn't the greatest play in the world, but it wasn't a giveaway. Bunting gets hit from behind. Okay, Tavares is backing him up, playing the position well, then throws a pizza up the middle. In what friggin' league do you take a puck, I don't care if you're playing the bloody men's league, and blindly throw it in the middle of your zone when you're trying to break out of your zone, throw it blindly there? Well, he hit Zibanejad right on the stick, and Zibanejad puts it in. So the first primary assist for an $11 million player happens to be for the other team. Still waiting for the second. He hasn't got a primary assist for his own team. He got an assist in this game, but not a primary one. This is his only primary assist against that. $11 million to throw pizzas up the middle. Ever heard of the boards? Bang it off the boards if you don't have a play? Terrible play. Just an absolute terrible play by Tavares. Like, unforgivable. And Muzzin's been on the ice for every single regular or non-overtime goal against. So all regulation, that's the word I'm looking for, regulation. You believe it takes me that long to figure out regulation? Every regulation goal against, Jake Muzzin's been on the ice. Like, that's terrible. He looks hurt, looks awful. I don't know. Hall doesn't look much better. Like, that was a solid pairing last year. I don't know did they not know the season started, or I guess they're going to ramp it up? Maybe they're hurt. I don't know. If they're hurt, sit them. Terrible. Just absolutely terrible. And in terms of, I don't know, I saw some interview with Marner where he's talking about puck going over the line. If I can explain something to Mitch, you're about 10 games away from getting booed on home ice. And I know you're going to turn it around on everyone. You make 10.8 and you're useless. Or sorry, you're not useless. That's a tough term. You do not earn your 10.8 million. Is that fair? Can I criticize that? I watched Leon Draisaitl play. He affects a game. You do not. You're a good, solid player. Probably should be in the $5 to $6 million range in terms of salary. You are not a $10.8 million player. The $11.6 million player is Matthews, who all of a sudden showed up, and the game changes when he hits the ice surface. Now, I will grant you, every time they threw the Matthews line on, unfortunately, their defensive pairing was Muzzin and Hall, so that cost you. Anytime the Leafs were under pressure in that game, anytime the Leafs were under pressure by the Rangers, you could guarantee who was on the ice. It was Hall and Muzzin. I thought Dermott played really, really well, so it was good to see he's starting to push back. And Sandin, again, I'm really concerned about his speed, but played well. And then Riley and Brody were great. It's just, I don't know. So this week they play San Jose and Pittsburgh back-to-back. I guess we're going to have to try to go through a Michael Hutchison game. As I walk through the Valley of Death, I fear no evil. And we'll see how they do on the weekend. Cheers. Bye.